God speaks to us in three places: in Scripture, in our deepest selves, and in the voice of the stranger. So writes Thomas Merton. O God of all creation, help us to open our ears so that we might hear your voice speaking to us. After Jesus was born over 2,000 years ago in a Jewish town within a Jewish land under the rule of the Roman Empire, some strangers came. Maybe God will speak through them. They came from the east, likely Persia, and they brought gifts from their home country. They were welcomed by the Holy Family as honored guests. And when their visit was complete, they went home. We don't know for sure how much they were influenced by being in the presence of Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. But their very long journey is a sign that they were searching for something. And we don't know for sure how much their presence influenced the Christian faith that grew from that moment and continues now 2,000 years later. But there are a few similarities. In their religion, they look forward to the ultimate triumph of good over evil, just as we do. They have holy scriptures, just as we do. They worship a supreme creator who is the sustaining force of the universe, and from that creator emanates the holy or bountiful spirit, the source of life and goodness. The central moral precepts of their religion are good thoughts, good words, and good deeds. Scripture does not tell us that they converted. It only tells us that they went home and that they discerned who was good and who was evil, and then they acted accordingly. You all know, I believe, that I work as a hospital chaplain, and I see many people of many faith traditions, Christian, Muslim, Hindu, Jewish, and others. All are good. All have influenced me for the good. All have been teachers to me, and I'm sure others. All have been the voice of God. We live in a world that is trying so very hard to see the good in everyone, but the temptation to be guarded, to be suspicious, to hope for the conversion of other faiths to ours, the temptation is strong. And also, we worry about the next generation and the generation after that. Will our faith move on generation to generation to generation? I created some slides. So as you know, we use this as our creed. And I was playing with this a bit and thinking about the religions of the world. So of course, there are way more religions of the world than what you see up there. Christianity is not represented because that's us. We already know that, right? So I just picked 6. But I picked 6 well, you'll see, and I'm giving you a moment to see if you can guess which is which, if you wish to. And now I'll show you which is which. So starting from the upper left-hand corner is Christianity is the number 1 in terms of population, the world's most populated group of adherents. Islam is the next. Hinduism is the 3rd. Buddhism is I believe might be the next. And I chose Native American, but the next most populous is indigenous cultures around the whole world, indigenous faith traditions. Then you've got Judaism. And then the center top is Zoroastrianism. And that is what we believe the Magi practiced. You can even see that the person in this symbol looks a little bit like what we see in art. All these faith traditions, some lift up a supreme deity, a God, but not all. And so I began to rethink our creed just for the fun of it, not forever and ever, but I just began to think about, are we not all seekers of the highest good, however that is? And so might we say that there is no Jew or Greek or Sikh or Buddhist or Hindu or indigenous or Zoroastrian or Christian. There is no servant or free. There's no male or female. We are all one creation, sharing the one earth. As Christians, I believe over the centuries, many feel that we are called to convert others. But over and over and over again in our Holy Scriptures, it says that we are to welcome the stranger, that God speaks through the stranger, that we are to live in peace with all, no matter what faith tradition they follow. We are not called to point the finger of doubt and suspicion on other faith traditions. Rather, we are called to find the bridges between our faith and the faith of other people, so that those of us who draw water from wells on different sides of the river can still work together and, with all good intentions and faith, make the whole area safer for our children and our children's children.